watching Let's Chat.
One organization who is constantly meeting the need of our communities, especially right now during the COVID-19 pandemic, is the Salvation Army. It's been a couple days since we've checked in with them, so this morning we want to welcome Miss Kimberly George. Just give us an update on everything that's happening on the Salvation Army's front and in fighting this within our community as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. We have been very busy. As you know, the Salvation Army typically does social services where we hand out food and help with utility assistance. But now with the COVID-19 crisis, we're seeing a huge influx of need. Neighbors who have never needed the Salvation Army before are coming to us, and the need is just great. We are also taking care of our displaced neighbors. It's kind of hard, when you have a shelter in place. What about those who don't have shelter? How do you take care of their needs? And with the CDC recommendations, as far as not having more than 8 people together in any kind of gathering, it makes it really hard for our displaced neighbors to receive any type of assistance. So we're going to them. We have our mobile kitchen unit, which you normally see during natural disasters, out taking food to our displaced neighbors to their camps and where they live throughout the week.
Right. And I want to talk about, you mentioned that there has been an increased need, and as we can imagine this to be true, talk about if someone happens to be watching or someone is watching and knows someone who might fall into this category, how does someone know if they qualify for help from the Salvation Army?
Well, if you are in need, if you've lost your job or your income has been interrupted and you're needing food or any type of utility assistance, you're in need, call the Salvation Army. Our main number is 756-1023, 756-1023. But you can go to our website. The website has a lot of information. It's csarmy.org. It stands for Chattanooga Salvation Army, so csarmy.org. If you are able to give help or if you're needing to receive help, that is the first place that I would go. It lists what we can do, how we can help, and if you're able to give monetary donations, go the furthest. That is what we need more than anything right now, but also our food pantry. You can just imagine our shelves in the food pantry are just as bare sometimes as the grocery store. Just as soon as we stock them, they become empty. And so we're needing non-perishable food items as well.
Well, my next question was going to be on the flip side of that. If we are in a position to give, whether it be financially or with, services or time, what do we need to know, and what are those greatest needs?
Right. So again, monetary donations go the furthest. We can buy food in bulk. We can assist folks with their utility bills. If you go to csarmy.org, you can give right online there. Know that 100% of your donation stays here in the Tennessee Valley. Your donation does not leave for another area, so you are taking care of, our neighbors right here in the Tennessee Valley. And speaking of neighbors, I'd love to finish out with a heartwarming story, if I can, Jess.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Salvation Army of Cleveland, we have a coffee shop that is typically open for younger folks, for the college kids and high schoolers. They get together with concerts. But of course, it only has curbside service now as well, like all other restaurants. But they've gone above and beyond. They've come up with what they've called superheroes in scrubs. They have a little logo like Superman with a little stethoscope, and every day they are identifying healthcare workers, either an ER or some department somewhere that is on the front lines providing healthcare during this crisis. And they are gifting them with a latte of love. So they bring a whole lot of their lattes in from Inman Coffee and just bless our superheroes in scrubs. So I want to say a big thank you to the Salvation Army team up in Cleveland who, Salvation Army has always been on the front lines serving those who are serving us, like in all of the wars and during disasters, and this is no different. Cleveland Salvation Army, kudos to you guys. We love our team up there.
Right, absolutely. Thank you to those guys. Inman Coffee is that coffee house you referenced it if you're in the Cleveland area and want to swing by for a cup of coffee as well. Kimberly, remind us of the website one more time where we can find information if we are in a position to give or if we need help in this current situation.
Yeah, exactly. csarmy.org, Chattanooga Salvation Army, csarmy.org. Come visit us.
Perfect. Kimberly, thanks so much for taking care of our community members in the times when we need it most. I know we're going to check in with you guys. Keep us updated on what we can do to help, and we'll talk to you again soon.
I will. Thanks, Jess.